22nd verse. And his daughter-in-law, Phineas' wife, was with child. Everybody say with child. With child. Near to be delivered. And when she heard the tidings that the ark of God was taken, everybody say taken. And that her father-in-law and her husband were dead. Everybody say dead. Dead. She bowed herself and travailed, for her pains came upon her. And about the time of her death, the woman that stood by her said unto her, Fear not, for thou hast borne a son. But she answered not, neither did she regard it. And she named the child Ichabod, saying, The glory is departed from Israel. Because the ark of God was taken, and because her father-in-law and her husband. Verse 22 says, And she said, The glory is departed from Israel. The ark of God is taken. For a few moments, I want to use the subject, Don't worry, the glory is not gone. Would you say your neighbor that? Don't worry, the glory is not gone. It's not gone. We have a very ugly problem in Christendom. We've got a very ugly problem among black folk. Y'all let me talk just a few minutes. That very ugly dark demon is called pessimism. Pessimism is the enemy of progress. Pessimism is the enemy of innovation. Pessimism is the enemy of church growth. Pessimism is a problem in Christendom. I did a little research on pessimism, and I found out that pessimism is the inclination to negativity. Pessimism. Those that experience pessimism have a tendency to expect the worst. Pessimism. Pessimism has a negative impact on the physical and the spiritual body. Pessimism. It is associated with anxiety and depression, sleep disorders and hostility, high blood pressure and low blood pressure, heart disease and lifestyle behaviors. We have a problem with pessimism. Well, how do we grapple with pessimism? We watch the news too much and too long. How do we grapple with pessimism? We have bad experiences that we can't let go. How do we grapple with pessimism? We grow to have a lack of faith in people. One of the most dangerous ways that we grapple with pessimism is that we grow to have a lack of faith in God. I'm almost done. We have a problem in Christendom with falsifying memories. Oh, bless the name of the Lord. How is it that pessimism shows up in the church? When we doom the next generation with our mouth because we don't understand the new age systems and technology. How does pessimism show up in the church? When we downplay God's ability to do miracles like he did in the church of old and the church of today. How does pessimism show up in the church? When we misuse scriptures to communicate doom on the next generation. We use Haggai 2 and 3. Who is left among you who so loved church in his first glory? How do you see it now? But we forget verse 4 says, go and do the what? And I'll give you what you need to do. Pessimism is a problem in the church. We look at the glass half empty. Pessimism. We war with not seeing the the children of Israel went into a battle with the Philistines. Their leaders, Hophni and Phinehas, the priestly sons or the unpriestly sons of Eli, they lead the children of Israel into battle. And the Bible says they lose the battle. Y'all walk with me now. The Bible says they lose the battle. Not only do they lose the battle, but Hophni and Phinehas die. Not only do Hophni and Phinehas die, but the Bible says they lose the Ark of the Covenant. Y'all know what the Ark of the Covenant is. It is the representation of the presence of God. It's the representation of God's glory. They lose the presence of God. Those that got the opportunity to see it ran back to tell Eli. Eli, I have some unfortunate news. Your sons are dead. And most of all, they lost the Ark of the Covenant. And the Bible says that Eli was fat and 98 years old. And he fell off his stool in confusion and died. Y'all hear what I'm saying? He died. And so somebody had to go tell Phinehas' wife. Phinehas' wife. I've got some important information for you. Your father-in-law is dead. Your husband is dead. Mm-hmm. Your brother-in-law is dead. And the Israelites done went and lost the Ark of the Covenant. And the Bible says she prevailed in pain and went into premature labor. And this is the point that I really want to drive home. She has the opportunity to speak into the life of a generation. She has the opportunity to name the baby something that relates to optimism. Mm-hmm. And she decides to name the baby Ichabod. The glory is gone. She decides to name the baby after the circumstance. You know how we do pessimism. We name the baby after the circumstance. Ichabod. Church will never be like it used to be. Ichabod. All the prayer warriors are dead. Ichabod. Things will never be like they used to be. Ichabod. The young folks gonna ruin Bishop Mason's legacy. Ichabod. They're gonna run the church into the ground. Ichabod. They don't preach like they used to preach. Ichabod. These songs are too fast and too loud. Ichabod. Pessimism. Phinehas' wife. She missed the opportunity to speak into the future because she was so overtaken by the past. And I said, Lord, this lesson is really not about Ichabod because Ichabod is only mentioned in the text one more time. So I went back to the second chapter, down in the 31st verse, before Eli dies. I want you to hear what God tells Eli. Because the world will tell you that the church is dead and that there is no hope. 1 Samuel 2 and 35. But I will raise up for myself a faithful priest who do according to what is in my heart and in my soul. And I will build him an enduring house. Eli died, but not God's promise. And he will walk before my anointed always. Yes, things look dismal. Yes, we don't have the tenacity that the saints of old had. Yes, the economy is crazy. Yes, they don't come to church like they used to. Yes, we're struggling with getting generations to be involved. But I read in Joel 2:28, and it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Keep dreaming. Your young men shall see visions. Bless the name of the Lord. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaidens. In those days, I'll pour out my spirit, and I'll show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood, before the great and terrible day of the Lord shall come. And it shall come to pass that whatsoever shall call on my name, call on the name of the Lord, he shall be delivered. In the mount of Zion and in Jerusalem, tell your neighbor the glory ain't gone nowhere. The glory is still here because God is not dead. God. Glory. Hallelujah.
Got one question before we move on. Is there anybody here part of that glory? Give God a praise. Hey, glory. Hallelujah. Glory. You may be seated.